I'm going to go find my people out in the wild. I'm going to go to a gay bar. So I Google gay bar near me. I get down to this place in King's Cross, and there's a big metal door and a little booth and a man in the booth, a poof in the booth, and a lesser-known Radio 1 segment. And I go up to the man, and he says to me, "It's £10, you get free entry and a free drink." And I said, one of those things is not free. But I paid anyway, and the big metal door swings open. I step into the club, and he is there to hand me a Ziploc bag of condoms, lube, and a raffle ticket. Now, I don't know what your first thought would be if you were handed a baggie of condoms, lube, and a raffle ticket, but mine was, oh, I love a tombola. I hope it's a meat raffle. It was. I took my little baggie, I wandered into the club, and as I rounded the corner, I realised that everybody in this club was entirely naked. Yeah. And in my naivety, I'd not come to any gay bar. I'd come to a gay cruising bar on a Monday night, which is nudity mandatory. On a Monday night, the most sacred of school nights, nudity mandatory. So I looked around at this room of naked men and I thought to myself, well, I would like my free drink. So I stripped entirely naked. Other than your shoes and socks, you've got to leave your shoes and socks on. Mm-hmm. The one thing you're not catching in there is a verruca. So I go up to the bar to get my free drink included with entrance ticket, which, by the way, was a can of Stella Artois. Yeah, number one, shit. Number two, very emasculating when you have your penis out all night. Just as a live comparison, I can't. You know, especially because, I think this is an important detail, do forgive me, especially for the entirety of this story, I am totally flaccid, okay? Now, no, that is an important detail. Do you know how easy it is for a young man to get an erection? I mean, a few of you would have forgotten, but generally, you can't even control it, right? Once in class, I got a boner over a poem about women's breasts. I need to remind you, because I've banged on about it enough, a gay man was more aroused by boob poetry than a live gay sex club. So I'm stood there in the bar, entirely naked, under my shoes and socks, with my can of Stella, totally flaccid, wishing I'd embellished any of this story. And I think, oh, well, what do you do at a sex club? I'd have a nose around, not a euphemism. And I start to explore, and basically, long story short, it's not for me. So I think, oh, I'm just going to nurse my Stella and go. So I get to the bar just to finish my Stella, and as I'm there sipping, this man comes up right next to me and starts flirting at me. I say at me because I am not responding. He's just monologuing away. I'm panicking, looking for an escape route, right? And luckily, my knight in shining armour, well, my knight in exclusively Reebok trainers, comes barreling towards us. He splits us in two. Not like that. he splits us as a pair between us and desperately asks the barman for more lube. Which, if you're wondering, by the way, delivered in much the same fashion as a McDonald's worker, begrudgingly giving you more ketchup. So he takes his sachets, his armful of, well, he's not got pockets, has he? Takes his armful of lube, wanders back into the club, and I think, perfect, I'll make my escape. So as he disappears from between us, I go to leave. As I go to leave, the man comes even closer, puts his arm around me, and I find myself saying out loud at what is essentially a gay orgy, "Oh no, sorry, I'm just here for the ambiance." And I think I should probably leave. So, I go out into the street, well, I go get dressed, go out to the streets of London. I look at my phone, and I'd been in the club for 12 minutes. 12 minutes, and in that time, I've been forced to strip entirely naked and pay £10 for half a can of Stella Artois. And that's fucking London prices for you, it's ridiculous. But I felt like an idiot. I felt so stupid. So I got home and I Googled this place again, right? It's called Vault 139. You can look it up yourselves. Right, here's the Google listing for Vault 139, okay? Sorry, I skipped over. There were a few grumbles of recognition. A few people in the crowd like, oh yeah, we've all been through the Vault 139. But here it is. You can Google it yourself, Vault 139. I've just spotted this. It says no takeaway, no delivery. But this is the Google description, right? See if you can see where I went wrong. Happening gay bar featuring a strict dress code. That is not enough information! This should read, full frontal fuckfest, footwear favoured, but... I'm glad I looked it up though, because there are some beautiful reviews for Vault 139. I'll read you a selection of my favourites. David, 3 stars. Not as good as it was before COVID, because the lighting is now too harsh. We're a very catty people, the gays. This is my favourite, this is Dimitri, and I need you to understand, I'm not mocking Dimitri's broken English, but there is a poetry to his words. Dimitri, 5 stars. Small but busy place, sometimes good times, sometimes bad times. You have to come few times. Dimitri continues. You get a free drink with entrance ticket and free Wi-Fi. Who's going there for the Wi-Fi? Who's at a loss in London going, oh, fuck that Zoom meeting. Oh. Hi, guys. Oh, this. The Zoom background. Dimitri concludes. I met a nice guy there once, so we met a second time in Paris. Yeah. I was so sweet. I thought, oh, maybe I've been too harsh. Maybe I've judged Vault 139 unfairly. This is the next review. Philip, 1 star. Got punched in the face there. So, as Dimitri says, sometimes good times, sometimes bad times.